Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cynthia Eloho and it is so good to have you guys on here. So it has been really cold lately and I kind of like caught a cold but I'm all well and good now. Yeah, so I have like a full house. I have nieces and nephews that are here because school is not open yet, so apparently they don't understand the concept of privacy. So I had to find my brother's car to make this video with you guys. Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about self-love and the little tips you can little changes you can make to show yourself some love, because I realize people keep talking about self-love and a lot of people don't know what self-love is. I didn't used to know what self-love is. You know, you hear people say love yourself, but still people ask, how do I love myself? Because a lot of people grew up on survival mode, yeah, especially from this part of the world where I come from, Africa. You know, a lot of people didn't grow up on love, so they don't know how to love themselves, and someone that doesn't know how to love themselves don't know how to give love. Basically, you can't give what you have, so you find out a lot of us just grew up on survival. So, and the thing with growing up on survival is when you grow up on survival, you don't know how to accept love also. So when someone is showing you love, you tend to take advantage of them, you tend to use them instead of reciprocating this same love back. Yeah, and it's so not your fault. I mean, like, you're only using what you grew up with, you're only using what you were taught or what you saw or what you thought was the right thing. So here I'm just trying to, like, you know, lend my own voice, try to help as many as I can, just show you ways you can start loving yourself so that when others show you love, you can actually reciprocate this same love. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight to my points. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. So yeah, first things first, you need to stop comparing your life with others. Yeah, I know if you're familiar with my videos, you know I keep raising these points over and over and over and again. When you compare yourself with other people, it's a sign that you're insecure. Comparison is a sign of fear. It's a sign of inadequacy in yourself, like you feel you're not good enough. And like I said, it's not always your fault, because that's how you grew up. I mean, a lot of people grew up not hearing receiving affirmations from their loved ones, their fathers, their mothers, and so you kind of build a sense of, oh, okay, I don't think I'm good enough. Why are they not recognizing me? Why are they not affirming me? You get, I mean, basically, yeah. So it's just a sign of an inadequacy. So I want you to understand that you're unique. Everybody's unique, basically. So when you see something in others that you think is lacking in yourself, it's not a reason for you to start comparing. Instead, you should work on yourself. When I say work on yourself, don't go full work board and try so hard. No, you know, take time. Give yourself like time. You know, be gentle with yourself. Be easy on yourself. Basically, do not compare yourself with others. You're unique, you are amazing. Focus on your strengths while you work on your weaknesses, basically. Yeah. And the second way you can actually show love to yourself is to stop worrying about the opinions of other people. Everybody has opinion. Everybody has an opinion on different things. Doesn't make it right, but I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinions. Basically, it's their opinion. It shouldn't affect you. I mean, what difference does it make if someone thinks you're a particular way, except if the opinion is very valid, it's something you need to look into, and I mean, work on that thing. If someone gives you a feedback on how you're not doing good on certain areas of your life, work on it. You shouldn't beat yourself down about it. You shouldn't try to mold your life around someone else's expectation of how you should be. No, you know, you should learn to differentiate right from wrong. If you're doing something wrong, change it. If you think it's a habit that you've built over time, you should understand that habits are hard to break. So take it easy on yourself. Work on, you know, changing your habits day by day. Oh, I think it's raining. Yeah, basically. So the next thing you need to do is stop being afraid of letting toxic people go. Yes, you know, a lot of people surround themselves with toxic people, and the thing about toxic people is that they're very manipulative. And one thing about manipulative people is that it's always hard to let them go, because you feel like your life you always, the thing with toxic people is that they always make you want to beg for their attention. You know, they always make you feel like you're nothing without them in their life, and that is so wrong. You should understand that you, for your mental health, for your self-care, you need to let toxic people go. Toxic people only make you feel worse about yourself. Toxic people only make you not value yourself, only make you beg for the attention like they're good or something. No, let toxic people go. Let more of positive people in your life, in your space. And what not, positive people always make you see the good side of yourself, always encourage you to be better, to be more, would never make you want to compare yourself with other people, would never make you feel like you're trying so hard to want to win their attention or affection, basically. Yeah. So the next thing you need to do to show yourself self-love is to not be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, yeah, people say it's like we didn't have any manual for life. I mean, we just came to life, and what we know today, or the things we do today, are just based on how we were taught. And most times our parents didn't even know like so much, you know. They just learned on their own, and they just passed down what they thought was good, and we just took it and we ran with it. But you know, as we grow up, we realize there's need to learn and unlearn a lot of things. So when you make mistakes, it's totally not your fault. It's human to make mistakes. I mean, there are a lot of things I've told myself I will never ever do in life, and I realized that along the line, I started doing these same things I vowed I'll never do. You know, I almost judged someone else for doing it, and I found myself doing it. It only goes to show the humanity of man. It goes to show how fragile, how weak the flesh is. So when you make mistakes, do not condemn yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. The important thing is that you're learning from your mistakes. Don't beat yourself down. I mean, I saw a quote that said, failure is not necessarily failure if you don't learn from it. Or I think I got it wrong. I mean, failure is not failure. If you learn from a failure, basically, it's not failure. I mean, it made you wiser. You would not repeat that same mistake next time, basically. But if you don't learn from it, that is when it's failure. You're just down there, like, you know, crying and begging and, you know, all in self-pity. That is not a sign of self-love. And also, when you make mistakes, learn to forgive yourself. You know, it's always very easy for us to preach to others, oh, forgive yourself, you didn't know better, blah blah blah. But it's always difficult for us to take our own advice most times. I think it's a human thing. You know, we're all like motivational speakers. When we see someone going through stuff, I'm like, oh, come off it, it's life. But then we don't know how to use that same energy on ourselves. That is showing a lack of self-love. Self-love is knowing that just how you tell your best friend, oh, you know, get over it, you made a mistake, you should also tell yourself that you are your own best friend also. Get over your mistakes, pick the lessons from it, promise yourself you will make that same mistake. And if you make that same mistake, my darling, forgive yourself. I mean, God Almighty forgives us every single day. I mean, every day we tell God, oh, I'm sorry for doing this, and we still do it. And He forgives us. That is how He wants us to treat ourselves. Not that that's not an excuse to just dwell in mediocrity or dwell in, you know, a particular trait, toxic trait. No, forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. Show yourself grace. The same grace to show others. You know, we preach, oh, forgive your neighbor. Why don't you forgive yourself? When you learn how to forgive yourself, it becomes easy to forgive the flaws of others because you've been there. You know, it gives you the ability to show compassion because you know you've gone through this before. Basically, the next thing to do to show yourself self-love is to be confident. So I get it that a lot of people are not confident naturally, and it still boils down to like how they grew up. A lot of people have a very poor self-image of themselves, and this is not to castigate anybody. You know, nobody was born perfect. A lot of people grew up hearing really terrible things said to them, so it was really hard to have that really like healthy self-image. Yeah, so it is not like something that is like rocket science to have confidence, but you can work at being a very confident person, and it starts by, you know, telling yourself, you know what, today I'm going to do something different. If you've always been the person that is, oh, a yes man, you always want to please people, you always want to say yes when you want to say no in your mind, you know, start by saying, oh, you know what, rejecting offers, you know, basically, especially offers that you really are not interested in. Yeah, you want to go out, no, you don't want to go out, then say no. You know, you don't have to say it really, be polite about it. You get, be confident. When you have something to talk about, you have something you want to get off your chest, say it assertively. You get, don't be rude or braggadocious about it. Basically, just be polite and give yourself grace. You know, I always speak about this thing, give yourself grace. Like, you're not you've not always been a confident person. So if you find yourself still being a little bit timid, tell yourself, tomorrow will be better, basically. Just make sure you're putting in work every single day, basically. So the next thing you need to do is feel joy and pain fully. So nobody likes feeling pain, but you need to understand that pain is also an emotion, such as joy and happiness. So people like to avoid pain, but the thing with avoiding pain is when you avoid pain, it's along the line, it pops up again. Pain is actually your friend if you choose to see it that way. Pain is a sign that something is not right and you need to fix something. So when you allow yourself feel pain, it makes you dig deep on how you can make things work better, or how you can become a better person, or how you can actually basically solve the situation at hand, basically. So feel pain, allow yourself to feel all the emotions of pain, and don't just get stuck in the emotions of pain. If not, it begins to lead to depression. Then also feel joy, be happy for no reason. I mean, even for the little things, be happy. You just got a new phone, you just bought a new car, be happy. It doesn't have to be a big car. You just bought that lovely little black dress you've been daydreaming about. Be happy. You have a date to your crush. Be happy, be excited about it. Feel all these emotions, but don't just be stuck on just being sad, just feeling pain. No, feel the pain, learn your lessons, and move on, basically. Recognize your negative thoughts and replace them. You don't have to, like I always say, as a man thinketh, so is he. You don't have to grab every negative thought that passes by. And believe you me, no matter how positive you decide to be, there will always be negative thoughts that would fly around and want to pop up, because that is life for you. You have the good and the bad. It's not always rosy all the time, but you should understand that thoughts are just like visitors. What you allow, what you welcome is what will stay. Everybody's going through stuff, basically. I'm not going to lie about that fact. There are a lot of things we want, we don't have. There are a lot of things we're dealing with, we wish we're not dealing with them. But then your thoughts affects how your attitude and how you see yourself. Your thoughts, if you condone negative thoughts, you become a negative person. And when you're a negative person, you don't start showing negativity to people. You start from yourself. You start telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm so ugly. I'm so fat. Oh, you're fine. Oh, the boy doesn't like me. Basically, your own negative thoughts. You should learn to replace negative thoughts basically with positive thoughts. There were times there's a time I had a presentation in the office, and I don't know if you've gotten used to my videos, you notice that I talk really fast. It used to be a problem because people tell me, oh, you talk really fast, you should calm down. My mother would tell me, you're a lady, you need to calm down when you talk. And I'm like, I'm not doing it purposely. This is how I am. I wish I could change it, you get. So when my boss told me, oh, I had a presentation in the office, it made me really kind of freak out, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to say rubbish. I talk fast. Nobody's going to listen to me. People talk, blah, blah, blah. Then I had to start telling myself, no, I'm going to, first off, I had to promise myself I'm going to do my research on whatever I was going to talk about. And I told myself, oh, you're such a wonderful speaker. People are going to listen to you. You're going to do great at the presentation. And, I had to uplift myself. And guess what? After my presentation, my boss was like, wow, you see, because at first I told her oh, can I not do the presentation? But then she was like, no, you had to do it. And after the presentation, she was like, wow, you did well. My colleagues were like, oh, wow, you did well. And I was like, wow, that's the power of speaking negative things. Words are spirit, and the Bible says words are spirit and life. Whatever you speak becomes your reality, basically. So if you want to love yourself, tell yourself how much you love yourself. Tell yourself how much you're a lovable person. You are highly valued. You're worthy of love. Pamper yourself, basically. Yeah. And always remember, take it one day at a time. Especially for those of you that are used to being so negative, you don't understand this concept of self-love. It would not just happen overnight. Take it one day at a time. Today, do something really good for yourself. Have a very warm bath. You could have a pedicure today. Tomorrow, you go for a massage. Next tomorrow, read a book. Do something you love, basically. Just pamper yourself. And when I say pamper yourself, it's not an excuse to spoil yourself. Also, be disciplined. Being disciplined is also an act of self-love. Oh, pardon, that's my brother. Yeah, like I said, I stole his car. Yeah, so just ignore him, basically. Yeah, so I want you to always remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Be patient with yourself, love yourself, and do more of the things you love. Do more of the things you love. You know, I always wanted to start like my YouTube channel, but I was scared because I used to talk fast. I felt like, oh, yeah. But I did it. Don't be afraid to receive criticism. Yeah, basically, that was so fast. Yeah, you know, people like learn to take feedback positively. You know, take the good and the bad. You know, filter the ones that really don't comes from a place of hatred, and you know, just work on yourself daily. Work on yourself. Give yourself all the positive self-talks, affirmations. I know you're not affirmed when you were growing up as a child, or probably your partner, your loved one doesn't even know how to love you well because they don't affirm you. I mean, you have to show people how to love yourself, and that is by loving yourself, basically. You know, love yourself, talk to yourself kindly. When you see a cute baby outside, you know how you say, oh my god, you're so cute. That yourself face, you know, look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh my god, you're so cute today. You know, if you had a bad day, please don't beat yourself up. If you did something really bad and stupid, don't dwell on it and start thinking, I do that a lot. I like, oh my god, how could I say something so stupid? You know, let it go. Like, everybody has gone through it, basically. Yeah, so I just wanted to share these tips with you guys, and if you have other tips on showing yourself love and all that, you know, just write it down on my comment section below. Don't forget to let toxic people go. You know, people that are meant for you will come and stay and add to your life and make you a better, happy person, basically. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to my channel. You know, follow me on all my social media platforms. If you want to talk to me, send me a mail. Basically, tell your friends about me, and don't forget to be good. Don't forget to show yourself some self-love. And this is me over here sending you love. I have a little bit of cold, but I'm still sending you all the love and all the kisses. I love you. Bye.